I see. Okay.
Yeah.
We caught that just live on stream.
It's okay. I'm trying to remember where the watch together is. All my tabs. Welcome back to another session of Sea of Sorrows. I believe we're at 42.
Yes.
This is probably one of the longest running campaigns I've run, so yay. Anyway, last time, it's been a month. Thank you, Miser, for the refresher. Last time, the party had reached Zamar's familial home. At least that's the belief of the people there. And had some talking with his father about various things. And as it drew closer to the end of the evening, Elliot witnessed a spirit being pulled in a specific direction, to which they tried to follow, only to find a locked gate. And that's where we begin. One there. Certainly not in Bell's Harbor.
I'm about to say, hold on. This place looks familiar.
Imagine. We just get like.
Meanwhile, in
teleported.
Bell's Harbor.
War to the vampires! Meanwhile, in hell. Anyway.
Someone else is
Hello.
breathing very heavily.
Damn it! So many flies in here. Don't know why. There's like fruit flies all over my house, and I don't know why, and they keep fucking flying in my mouth. So,
Yeah.
excuse me.
You have fruit, that's why.
Yeah, in my fucking mouth, apparently. Anyway.
Maybe you get checked out for diabetes. I mean, that's what I hear, isn't it?
Shut up. Go on.
Anyway. So you guys have just witnessed something. It is getting towards the end of evening. You have been offered... You can either stay in the dorms, or there are rooms available for a time. They're not really well furnished.
I mean, we slept on worse. I don't think it'd be too bad just to sleep on whatever. It's like half of us don't even sleep either way, so couldn't be too bad.
Jacob is staring at both of the corners of the room, trying to see if they're just the armors are just offline Warforged. Zenmar, it's been completely up to you for this instance. You know, I don't need more than a 5-foot square just to stand in for 4 hours.
Yeah, plus,
Huh?
hey, this is your home. Do you want to be in a dorm or in a rather less furnished place?
I mean, I wouldn't mind being in a dorm.
Alright.
Wherever's comfortable for the party.
I think most of us should be fine with literally the bare minimum.
So long as we don't have any unexpected and unwanted guests visiting us over the night.
God, I hope not. I've already burnt one place to the ground. Well, sorry, we point at the other two.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Elliot just adds context to this of, well, we were resting at an inn. We were assaulted by flying head creatures.
And it had caught fire when we had left, so we don't know how it happened.
Oh.
Yes, most of my equipment was burnt under the fire when I had to chase after the leader.
You've run afoul of the Nuke.
The what?
They are flying head vampires.
I know most of that word.
The Tanuki did mention something of that particular species or name, but the fact that they didn't burn in sunlight bothers me.
Maybe we're dealing with
Oh,
different.
if they don't have their bodies, they will. They'll turn to stone.
Oh, awesome. Is
Nice.
Kyle just remembering them unburying their fucking body?
Hmm. That would explain why the leader one didn't quite die despite having her head and body chopped to pieces.
She
Oh,
was a pain,
so-
wasn't she?
I have 3 bite marks still in my fucking neck.
I was about to mention you
Yeah,
were.
I'm sure that you have some wicked scars.
I'm pretty
It
sure
was-
my jugular got ripped out at one
It sounds
point.
like you ran into a master.
Most likely.
Probably. Ow.
They can be very dangerous. They are very powerful. I have had rumor they can even turn into mist.
We'll be sure to keep her head separate from her body until sunrise the next time we meet her.
Well, hopefully she will never come here.
Considering her lair was burnt down due to her own carelessness and her actions of her and her kin, I suspect she's going to be throwing blame at us. Not
Hmm,
quite our fault we decided to fight back.
I see. Well, there should be no problem. This is very safe territory. Well, tomorrow will be a day, and tomorrow, if you would like, you can have a room that was intended for you.
I think I would very much like that, yes.
So be it. Emotions. If you would see them to their quarters, please. And if you have any of anything, please do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you.
Right this way, master. Young master. As he points at, motions for Zamar. So you end up, he takes you upstairs through the stairwell that's there. And
Through the power.
he comes over and he's like, please follow me.
Ah, so we're going different directions. That's fine.
The dorms are this direction.
I guess.
Lead the way.
Makes
And
sense.
fast.
Don't die, Zamar. We need someone to throw rocks at people. And God knows I'm not.
Scream very loudly if you need our aid.
You know, one might, I don't know, maybe use a mental link, but yeah, that'd just be me. He says sarcastically and throws the returning rock at Kyle very gently.
I'm trying to remember if I actually burned mine for it. Oh, wait, no, because it's a new day. Hold on, let me roll a d8 then. Because I just do it so often. Alright, you got... Kyle holds up her 5 fingers. All you got, buddy.
He nods and follows the old man Jenkins down the hall.
Oh, man. I love the young people.
Well, he turns and like as you go around, there is a stairway going up. The building you were in has a second story. He leads you past some other rooms that have these paper doors, you know, and then he leads you to one simply done. There is a small, I guess, as you've seen, would be considered a shrine. You can roll me a history, Zamar.
Sure.
As for the rest of you, Bao leads you over and opens the door to a house or a building outside, or that's outside. This is the unused dorms. Please make yourselves at home, and if you need anything, the kitchen is to the south, and I will be to the north. The next bit.
Huh.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You have a
11.
kitchen?
Oh no. Well, we're not seeing him for the rest of the day.
He motions to the set of doors down here.
Well, I haven't seen one in months. And Echo just starts heading that way.
We literally live on a ship where there's a kitchen built in.
Not good enough.
I'm sorry, I'm not a cruise liner.
I don't know if he's gonna be very impressed with a monastery's kitchen or not. So
I was gonna say that's like bare bones. You get the meat and potato.
I know. But
I
he's
just-
not.
I
He has
just-
no idea what he's walking into.
The same level as the Abbey and the island of Cicero, or just a little bit better.
Probably like a little bit better.
But Ellie just
You-
goes to one side, unpacks his gear, at least what's left of it, and then just prepares to rest on the floor.
Okay. So, first of all, Deckham, you walk into this kitchen and it is bustling with these monks that are cooking, and they all turn and look at you like, "Who?"
Hello.
Including
Oh my god.
who you've come to know as Star's younger sister.
Oh, right. And he does like a very poor interpretation of the bow. Like he puts his hand, it clangs against his other metal hand, and he like bows his head a little. That's how we do it, right?
That is usually one between warriors.
Are we not? He gestures to the kitchen.
Yeah, it's just like looking at you like I have no idea what to do with this giant metal man.
We're warriors of the kitchen.
They're the Iron Chefs, okay?
They put more iron than chef.
As you watch, it's very simple. Cooked fish, steamed buns, rice, tea. A monk's diet.
If you would have me, I am quite skilled in the culinary arts. I would quite enjoy to learn what you could teach me. I've never created cuisine such as this, and possibly I could teach you some of the techniques that I know.
She's kind of hesitant at first, then that would be wonderful. Let us finish up with the evening meal first, and then we shall. I can show you as we cook now. She motions to some, and you know that they're cooking the fish, that it's being grilled over open coals. There's the rice that's being boiled in these large pots on a stove.
Yeah, and I mean, as per Deckham's way, he will start doing menial tasks, whatever like they don't want to do. He will just happily begin like peeling potatoes or washing rice or whatever they need. Like he is just there to help.
Yeah, they're definitely impressed by your ability to like pick up a boiling pot and not burn yourself.
Yeah,
You know?
oh, don't worry, I don't have nerve endings. Or nerves.
As for Kyle and Elliot, this place has a little bit of dust. Definitely out of use. There are plenty of futons and such rolled up on the walls, as you can see. So there's plenty of bedding.
Is it tatami or just out of general curiosity?
They're padded futons, the kind that you would
Oh no, I was more so wondering the flooring was tatami or not.
would.
Okay. Huh. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess, as she starts brushing off some dust here and there in between.
It's really no different than the Abbey that Elliot grew up on. He just gets one of the funny weird beds that they have, treating it like a sleeping mattress. Just tosses to the side near the wall. Takes off his gear, says, "I'll be taking a rest then." Goes to sleep.
You actually sleep? I was just wondering.
I am still part human.
Oh, yes. Should we check for anything just in case?
I'm sure we're gonna be running into trouble eventually. I'd rather just rest up and regain our strength so we're not entirely weary.
I'm just gonna run like a quick investigation across the room if I can, just to make sure.
Go ahead. I will go to Zamar for real quick.
Yep, no worries.
Zamar with an 11. You see this small shrine. It's got a photo of, or a drawing, painting, ink painting, of a female snow leopard tabaxi holding a, what you probably assume is you as a baby. It's,
I mean, it would probably be either me or Star, so.
yeah. The thing that does catch your eye with an 11, though, is there is a pinwheel there that, for some reason, the oranges and the reds of it just catch in your mind how vibrant it is, and maybe there's a memory there. And back to the investigation. No. The only thing you find is a spider in one corner that somebody missed.
Well, I should have figured at least. Oh well. And Kyle will just kind of brush off a futon and just kind of lay down it. Well,
You know what? At a 26, though, you do actually, at one point, you're going through, you find a creaky floorboard, you pick it up, and you see some older magazines. Do you look at them?
if this is gonna be dojins, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. But sure.
Oh yes, they're definitely some romance novels in there.
Wait, why does this say Callisti Duskhaven on it? Fuck you! You throw it at me, I throw it back. I'm gonna have to actually keep these, so I'm just gonna take a few of them, I guess.
Alrighty.
Should I put shitty romance novels in my inventory?
Yes.
How many?
12.
Oh my god, someone really went hard with the dojins.
She finished the series.
Shitty romance. Should I say dojins because it technically wouldn't be magazines. Since dojins still are technically fan work,
Novels.
people just misinterpret it as, you know. I could also put mangaka as well, technically.
Whatever you like.
I'm putting
Yeah.
dojins for this.
They're a little
thing.
racy, but they don't cross the line, you know.
Okay, yeah.
They're definitely that romance level mangas.
Yeah, I got you.
Uh,
Kyle's just gonna keep those to herself for now. I'll read them later.
Mm-hmm. Is anybody doing anything else for the evening?
How
Probably
big is
swimming.
this painting?
About a 8x6.
Like inches?
Yeah.
I think that I'll probably take it with me. Take it and put it in my backpack or my pouch or whatever.
Okay. Well, I mean, there is a bed in there that is brought for you. It's... You don't know what your friends are getting, but you have a suspicion that this is probably some higher quality stuff.
Yes, I will certainly sleep on the plant in the corner.
Meanwhile, Zinmar gets the whole higher quality romance novels in his room. The actual good ones.
Actually, his room seems very sparse, as it's almost like walking into a crypt, to be honest.
Oh, that's horrifying,
It's just like-
actually.
Well,
I
no,
imagine
in
that.
kind of way of, like, you know, there's a father who lost.
Oh,
two
like,
people.
so... Yeah, just
And
empty the
it's
room and then.
it's a shrine.
Yeah,
more
I
than-
got you. I got you.
I am just gonna scan the room. Besides that painting, is there anything else that may have been from my childhood or anything that I would see that would maybe trigger any more memories? I know I was quite young when
Go
I
ahead and
left,
roll me an
but
investigation.
9.
You find some children's clothes, similar to the monk outfits that you've seen outside. Some kimonos, things like that, jackets.
Does it just
No.
seem like it's relatively untouched from like basically nobody's either been in here or nobody's really touched anything in here?
It's clean, but yeah.
I will just go over to the bed and plop down then.
Anything suspicious on your end, Zabar, before you like kind of go to sleep?
No, just a lot of memories flooding in, that's all.
Deckham, are you doing what you're doing? I can imagine as like fucking pots are flying.
Deckham is so distracted by the making of the foods and the cleanings that he is not here right now.
Oh, did he
Yeah.
BRB?
Yeah, he did.
God damn it. I look away for 1 second because I had to check something. God damn
He is intently learning the art of rice steaming.
it. The pot is so big. Deckham is becoming a fucking.
He is also teaching
Mr.
them
Matt,
the
I just-
art of seasoning.
I imagine they're using Deckham as a rice cooker.
It's like that's it? That's all you do? What, we don't add anything else?
Yeah, you put it in water and then just put
Pinch
it
of
in
salt,
yourself.
that's it.
And you add like a tab of. Actually, I don't think I would have used butter.
Oh,
'Cause I love like a tab of butter in my rice, but that's just me.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I do.
It's just not. It's not really traditional technically because of like access to cows and all that. But Deckham showed them the miracles of butter.
Actually, there's a lot of oxen and cows in this region.
I was gonna say, but okay.
I feel like my found father would probably butcher me and actually serve me up as food if I did that with the
What?
butter and the rice.
I think it's just a cultural thing.
Could be.
All right.
As opposed to
Eventually,
what
sleep
I
comes.
Hmm?
Eventually, sleep comes as the night falls. And what feels like the first time, you guys actually wake feeling rested.
Hell,
don't-
his eyes
First
just shoot
decent
open.
night without having to keep an eye over your shoulder, all the time.
Kyle just also kind of like wakes like, did something go wrong?
Sits straight up, kind of like the Undertaker. This is unusually awkward. I'm almost half expecting something to come attacking us right now.
Weird, I didn't jinx it for once, and we didn't, which is definitely worrisome.
Right. I'm guessing it's well past the time limit of your mental link.
Yeah, hopefully Deckham didn't get too lost wherever the fuck he went.
You should be fine.
How early is it, by the way?
That depends on how early you guys want to wake up.
Probably. I think Kyle's been conditioned to wake up decently early, especially now that she's getting back into like the ship captain kind of routine.
I would say that almost like muscle memories, and Mar is getting up very early, just like as if he would if he was still living in the monastery.
Elliot will just begin his morning prayers.
Oh, God. It's one of the few things I don't miss about being on land. Just the not gentle rocking. It's kind of like switching.
Secretly getting land sickness.
He's like going back and forth between like sea legs and land legs like all the time. Oh God.
That's
some
Deckham
intense
jamming.
training.
That's Deckham jamming out in the kitchen.
That's Deckham when he enters rice cooker mode.
I don't suppose we need to go check on Deckham then, should we?
Hell, he didn't scream violently in our sleep to wake us up, so I think he should be fine, hopefully.
What did you do all night, Deckham?
So I did take my required 4 hours of rest. But depending, I mean, monks live a very early life, so they probably catch Deckham earlier than he's expecting, and breakfast is like 3/4 of the way prepared. I didn't know how many people lived here, so I guessed around 30 to 50.
Deckham, why? Oh.
Yes.
Impressive.
You watched like last night when like dinner was done, like groups came in and like the stick over the shoulders carrying 2 pots kind of thing, like moved it through because the dining hall is on the complete opposite side of the compound.
I do apologize. I
But-
do not know your normal breakfast ritual, but I did make 18 quiches.
What is a quiche?
It is an egg dish that is made in an oven. You didn't have an oven, but I improvised. And
Actually, they did have 2 ovens, but
oh, I didn't see those then. You see the thing? There's a large pot sitting over the fire with like coals all over it, as Deckham has created pretty much a Dutch oven.
okay.
Filled with a very fluffy egg breakfast with whatever vegetables he was able to find, and so it's a good mixture. Very extremely like protein heavy and healthy.
All right.
I see you're busy as always.
I think
Good morning.
Zinmar has probably made his way wherever the place is, the food place.
The place where food be made.
Okay. I mean, Fu will take you there. Standing there, as you get up, he's like walking up the stairs still. Like, oh, this is going to cut today.
Oh, he's gonna take me there. Okay. Hello, sir.
You know, one day I'm gonna expect Deckham to like do the minimal amount of cooking, but not today, even with no matter how much food they have here.
I highly doubt that would ever come, at least within our lifetimes.
Why
You
would
know
I
how
ever
much-
do the minimal? Kyle? Hello? Anyone? Really? Fuck me. Babe, the internet's doing the thing.
Great.
Oh. I've
Motions
returned.
for you to take any table you would like.
Yeah, hold on. Oh god, I keep zooming out of the map. So is it kind of like I guess like an open pit with like a small like eatery around kind of thing? Because
That's the kitchen. So these are like
Okay.
in-floor fire pits, that kind of thing. Traditional Japanese ones.
yeah, I got you.
Elliot just steps in and
Which way
offers
to
to
the
help.
eatery or place to eat or dining hall?
Oh, well, since everybody's just about ready and you all hear a gong about that moment, Please follow me. As she picks up probably one of the larger things she can.
Well, Elliot, I'm not sure if you guys are hearing, but Elliot does offer to help carry, so.
You're kind of... You get that feeling like they take being guests very... hospitality is very important kind of thing. So they're like, kind of like, oh, they thank you, but then they do it themselves kind of thing.
They're like kind of like, no, we don't do that here.
Much different from the abbey that I'm from.
Yeah. Nailed. God damn it, Miser! Oh my god.
Collided the deck of the collided Kaya. Holy shit.
Jesus. You know, kind of reminds me. Ah, never mind. Rather not reminisce right now. Also, why does that old man look like he's staring at the wall? Kyle's
Most
just looking.
likely he is.
Time to go clean things.
Go.
Is there like a janitor's closet here, or do they? Oh,
Do you think he needs help? No? Oh, okay.
let
I
him
don't know.
I'm
be.
good. Oh, my back.
It's up
I
to you,
should not be
Deckham.
so excitable in the morning.
Let's see.
Hello, friends.
Oh, hey, Zamar.
Hello!
Kyle. Oh my god.
Good morning, Zamar. Hopefully you had a good rest and no flying.
I had pretty good
Heads
rest.
try
Yeah,
to attack you.
nothing. No heads. No heads tried to attack me now.
Waiting till the day we get a flying rice monster or something. Call it like an onigiri or something. Really bad joke. No one laughed at that.
I feel like I should know that, but at the same time, I don't
Oh,
want to.
onigiri's a food, and oni. It's a really
Ah.
bad pun.
I see.
It's literally a rice ball. You know, like those stereotypical rice balls you see in Japanese culture? That's an onigiri. And it's
Okay.
a joke on oni. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the only part, but I got the only part, but I did not know what the rest of it was. I'm like,
Everybody just kind of, the nondescript monks all like filter in, and they're bringing food and stuff, and they start eating rather ravenously. while you are dished up specifically by Star and others, and your dad comes in. He's brought by one of the monks has already like prepared that and brought him like a whole thing. You're each offered basically. They're eating, very communally from same bowls, stuff like that. You guys are served separately.
Do you often get guests at the monastery then? As Kyle's kind of just watching us kind of get served separately.
Not often as we used to.
Hmm.
The blockade has stopped much trade and commerce from the mainland and other islands.
Huh.
We used to have many students come from our sister monastery on the far side of the main island, but they have not come in a long time because of how the Oni clan.
That is quite disturbing in a way.
Are they indoctrinated then, or?
Probably more roadblocks and embargoes. Politics are not always my strongest suit, but it is often the way of how things are. I would wish more to fight one-on-one, but the last time I did so, the Oni clan is cursed with strength.
And incredible greed, it seems, too.
I know that monastery life will seem boring to your friends and possibly to you, my son. You're welcome to also go and explore the island as you like. It is very safe. Just please let me know where you're going, just in case. Oh yes, the village is having a festival tomorrow, if you would like to attend.
I want to incite the father's, the way he's asking about Zamar to tell him where he's going.
Well, I thought he was just talking to all of us, but
It is to all of you, but it's very directed towards you, Zimar. Like,
well, understandable at least on my side.
with an 18, you know that this is just a guy who is very uncomfortable right now, trying to talk to a son that he didn't know he hoped that he had, but didn't know that he had, and now he's here, and he's trying not to be overly protective, but he is really protective, and
Do I also catch up on that?
if you want to roll an insight.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you both do. He is uncomfortable around you. He's like trying to feel you out, trying to see, is he cool? Is my son
So I
anything
just
like me? I don't know this guy, but he's my son probably.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I just kind of look at him and tell him that that the band of freaks that I'm partying with have